Good afternoon, guys. Making choices is the most powerful thing we've been gifted to be able to do. And it all originates with our thoughts, our mindset, what is taking place in our mind in terms of what thought energies we're allowing into our mind, and then what we do with those energies. So think about it very carefully. What is it that you are thinking and then saying? Because what you say is really a symbol of what you're thinking. So once we understand that power, and once we understand how every decision or every thought impacts everything around us, once we take responsibility of that, we become really empowered to make those decisions that are going to improve our life. So remember that your choice, making a choice in itself and being decisive, will put you on that path to becoming your true great self. Have a great afternoon, everyone.
That the law of Goya, Goya, get off your ass.
You have a lot more time than you think. You're just not being intentional. That's the problem.
Most procrastination, by the way, is done because of low self-esteem.
Rise and shine, it's espresso time. Hey, it's Evan Carmichael, and I am not a morning person. But when you start your day with a powerful routine that inspires you, like watching one of these videos, it can change your life. So let's start your day off right together. Grab your coffee, know that I believe in you, and get ready for a shot of espresso from John.
What's up, guys? Anton Curley here from dropshiplifestyle.com. And real quick, just wanted to share this video with you.
Asaraf.
I wake up every morning. Espresso keep me going. I wake up every morning.
There was actually a very, very big mistake in the movie The Secret.
Okay.
And in the movie The Secret, the story that was told was that all you have to do is think, believe in your heart, and you'll achieve. It's not true. There's a lot of people who think wonderful, great thoughts. They believe that I deserve this and I can have this. But they don't do one thing, and this is what causes their problem. You know what that one thing is?
I want to know.
They don't take consistent action every day. So in The Secret, they didn't talk about you have to do the right things in the right order at the right time. And they led a lot of people to believe that all you have to do
Think about it.
is think about it. Well, I've never met a monk in a monastery who's been praying to make money, and through the ceiling, a safe falls with $1 million. I've never met that yet. But I have met a lot of people who think and believe, and then they learn what they need to learn. They upgrade their knowledge and their skills. They overcome their fears. They overcome their doubts. They overcome their lack of confidence. They overcome their lack of certainty, and they take action anyway. And then little by little, things start to happen for them. They achieve the results. And we call that the law of Goya, Goya, get off your ass. So law of attraction.
It's my favorite law.
Yeah, law of attraction and law of Goya together, that's what works.
Consistent action is the cure-all. Whatever problem you have, whatever issue you're facing, whatever big life you want to create for yourself, the way to get there is not some giant short burst of effort. It's the daily, consistent, grinding action that will help you accomplish your goals. People look at my channel, and a lot of new people have joined over the past number of years. Hey, welcome aboard. Great to have you. Welcome to Believe Nation. It's a positive, happy place. It's great to have you here. It's an honor to be a part of your daily routine. If you go and look at my channel, my main channel, and the history, it took so many years, guys, so many years of just making content and not seeing any results. I forget what the number is. It took 5 years to get to 9,000 something subscribers and another 5 years to get to almost 2 million subscribers. Now we're sitting over 3 million subscribers, etc. I haven't missed an upload every single day for, I don't know, 8 years. Something crazy like that. Every day. I've made videos through travel. I've made videos through electricity outages. I made videos through breaking my neck. I made videos through my tour. I made videos through vacation. I made videos. And you can plan, you can prepare, you can get ahead, you can batch them. But I don't think your goals count until they're hard. It's when it gets hard, when you get tested, that's when you have to show yourself what you're made of. Even little things like, I remember filming at my dance studio in Toronto. And I had my camera guy and my assistant, and we're filming, and the electricity goes out. And then there's a fire alarm. Like, oh, I guess we can't film. Like the first thing that my camera guy says is, okay, well, I guess we can't film. Well, I can't film with this like electricity outage and then fire alarm. Fire alarm, bam, bam, bam. Like you can't film with that. It's like, I'm filming today. So I took my phone, it was freezing outside. I took my phone, went outside and just started filming. Because videos have to go up. They have to go up. I've made videos with my broken neck. I broke my neck in 2 spots, had a concussion, and next week I'm making videos. They weren't as long, they weren't as good. I'm wearing a neck brace. If you look at the old videos, I'm wearing this giant neck brace. I got this giant scab here on my forehead because I smashed my head against the wall when I fainted, and that's how it led to the concussion and broken neck. I'm still making videos. Not making videos is not an option. And so if you look at someone like me who is introverted, is shy, who doesn't like the camera, who always thought that people who are famous had a big ego, who I still don't like being on stage, I still get nervous every single time, but I still have a message and I still want to serve. How does somebody like that have this kind of channel? Well, because of every single day making videos. We've done over 10,000 videos. I've done over 10,000 videos. That's crazy. Not all of them are public, but even just on the main channel, let alone this channel and the top 10 channel, all the other channel, 10,000 plus videos over 12 years. Why? How? It's just a consistent action. I think most people lose because we overestimate what we can do in a really short period of time and underestimate what we can do in a long period of time. You think by putting in 3 weeks of hard work, you're gonna crush it. But really, if you just stayed on it, like you've had ideas. You have had an idea that you loved, that you gave up on too soon, that if you just kept doing it, this is an idea that you had maybe 3 years ago, that if you just found the way to keep doing it, even part-time, even on the side, even on the weekends, if you just kept at it, you'd be in a different place right now. Something would have happened, something would have paid off. But we're too frustrated to get something to happen right now, and I get it. I'm there too. I'm impatient. I want immediate results. I want things to happen. I'm putting my best. I want this video right now to be the best one I've ever done. And I put my effort to try to make that happen. And I fully recognize at the same time that it's a long game, that you have to keep going. And that if it's your purpose, you can't give up on it. Most people just quit too soon. You just quit too soon. And that's you quitting on your dream. And if it's your dream and you want it to happen, it's a daily, consistent action to make it happen. So how do you do it? Let me give you some tactics so that you can not just get motivated from a message, but actually apply it to your life. Number one, you have to create a calendar. These videos happen because they're in my calendar. I'm filming this on a Tuesday. Tuesday is my YouTube day. I always film on Tuesday. I block it off in my calendar. I just came back from vacation, and on the Tuesday of my week, I was still making videos. People say, well, you still work on vacation. First off, it's not work. Like, I like this. This is fun for me. This isn't, oh, I have to go make videos. If that was my mindset, I'd be out. I wouldn't do it anymore. But also, if you're on vacation, you're making videos or you're doing a little bit of work, to spend 3 hours of a 24-hour day doing something is totally achievable. Somebody, one of the people that I invested into yesterday is like, how do I take a vacation on my business? Like, my wife wants to know, how do I go on vacation and run this business? Like, you can still, you can either plan ahead and get ahead with all your clients, or you can still do some work. Do you not have personal time? Are you going to be around your wife 24 hours a day? Does your wife not want to go to the spa or spend some time on the beach? It's not about the 3 hours that you spend working. It's about the other hours, the 21 hours, you go to sleep, but whatever, all the other hours that you have in the day. It's about intentional time. Most people's life is not intentional. Most of your vacation time is not intentional either. If you were to spend 21 hours a day with your wife, intentionally creating an amazing relationship, then the 3 hours a day you're going to spend working is easy as nothing. So of course you can take time off. But you have to put in your calendar. You have to create a calendar that makes sense for you. Schedule in when you're actually going to make your dreams happen. Because otherwise it's just a dream. I could say I want to make YouTube videos, but if it was never in my calendar, guess what? It would never happen. And this applies for life too. Every afternoon at 2:30, I spend time with Nina, with my wife. We spend time in the morning. I take an intentional break at 2:30. We go to the park. We take the dogs with us. We stay inside and just be together if it's raining. Like, we'll spend time every day, every weekday at 2:30 because I wanted to spend more time with Nina during the week. Weekends, we're basically all in on the relationship, but the weekdays can be crazy, you know? So we spend time in the morning, we spend time in the evening, and I wanted to spend 2:30, it's 25 minutes together, but intentional 25 minutes. That intentional 25 minutes is worth more than 3 hours of just sitting in front of a TV. That's not time together. You have a lot more time than you think. You're just not being intentional. That's the problem. If you feel like you got to the end of the week and you were so busy, but you got nothing done and everything's falling apart, you're just not intentional with your time. So you schedule it in. Whatever you want in a life, whatever your dream life looks like, whatever your goals, ambitions, motivations are, put it in your calendar. 2, be the person who follows through on their calendar. Stop letting yourself off the hook for not following through on your calendar. I'm a little tired today because we just came back from our trip. I'm a little jet lagged from coming out from the West. I'm still making videos. Videos have to be made. They're going up. Like, when do you let yourself break? If it's in the calendar, it has to happen. Videos have to happen today. I don't care if I'm lying in bed. I don't care if I'm in the hospital. I've made videos from the hospital. I don't care where videos have to come up. I don't care if they're the best videos. They're the best with what I can make right now. If I'm tired, they might be lower than my standard, but it's the best of what I can make right now. If I'm in the hospital, it's definitely gonna be lower than what I can make out of the hospital, but I'm gonna make the best of what I can make right now. Be the person who follows through on the things that you say you're gonna do. Because the next time you put something in your calendar, the next time you say you're gonna get that goal or do this project, you're gonna, the next day wake up and say, I can't do that. I'm not doing that. You're starting to build the identity, either way, of the person who follows through or the person who doesn't follow through. And every time you say yes to yourself, every time you do it when it's difficult, you start to build up that identity a little bit more of I follow through, I follow through, I follow through. So then the next time you put something in your calendar, the next time you come up with a goal, you start to believe that it's actually possible for you to do it because you're building that identity of you being the person who actually follows through. And every time you let yourself off the hook, every time you give yourself a break, every time you say, it's okay, I'm not gonna do it today. Every time you say that, you eat away at that other identity and start to build a new one. the new identity of the person who doesn't follow through. You start to believe yourself a little bit less. The next goal you write down is a little less credible. You don't think you can do it. You're going to realize the next day that you're not going to follow through. And so it's a very slippery slope to fall down. So step one is you build a calendar. Step two is you become the person who sticks to your calendar, who follows through on the things that you say you're going to do. That's why it's important to create a realistic calendar. Don't tell yourself you're going to make 100 videos a day every day. You're going to make 1,000 phone calls a day every day. You're not. You're going to write 100 love letters to your wife every day. You're not. It's not going to happen. Make it a realistic plan for something you can actually stick to. Because again, if you just stick to it, guys, you will hit your goals. If you stop quitting on yourself, if you stop letting yourself off the hook, that idea you had 3 years ago should have already come to creation because you just stuck with it. Just stick with it. Step number 3, so create a calendar, 1. Stick to your calendar, number 2. 3, the environment around you really matters. Videos like this really matters. Why I create the Espresso, to be with you every morning, to give you the boost, to bring you people like John Assaraf and Oprah and Elon Musk and these people who lift you up, who inspire you. Hopefully, that's the intention every time. Join a group like Movement Makers. Be a part of a community. Be around other entrepreneurs who are doing things, who are chasing their dreams, who are trying to make their thing happen. When you create that environment and you start to shift it, it inspires you to want to play bigger. It inspires you to want to stay consistent. When you are feeling at your lowest low, when you're about to quit on the thing that you said that you want to do, that's in your calendar, you see it today, I'm supposed to do that. You're like, I don't want to do that. What brings you out of it? It's the habits, it's the environment, it's the routine. Watch another video. Join a group like Movement Makers. Get a mentor or coach. Have an accountability buddy. You have to be around the people who constantly fill your cup, who give you light, who lift you up, who make you believe and help you feel like it's possible. When you do those 3 things, your life will change. Create a calendar that maps your actions to your ambitions. Be the person who follows through on their calendar. And then be around the people, videos, resources, environment that encourages you, that lifts you up and makes you feel like it's possible.
You know, people sometimes ask me, what is my favorite style of meditation? Is it...
Now I've got a really special bonus clip that I think you're going to enjoy. But before that, it's time for the question of the day. I want to know, what was your single biggest takeaway from this video and your plan of action for the next week? The science says that when you just watch a video, you get motivated, you get inspired, you have a 35% chance of following through on your goals. 35%! That's not enough! That's not enough just to get motivated. Believe Nation, we're here, you're here. Today matters, you're an action taker. When you commit to a plan of action, of when and how you're going to follow through. When you write it down, you have a 91% chance of following through. And when you commit publicly to somebody else, it jumps to 95% chance. From 30-something% to 95% chance of you following through. Believe Nation, we need to make this happen. So question of the day, your single biggest takeaway from this video and your plan of action specific for the next week. Put it down in the comments below and I'm going to show on screen sometime next week to celebrate you.
Hey, this is John Assaraf, and do you love good books? I love to read because there's so much wisdom in books. You get to take somebody else's knowledge, skills, research, pay 15, 20 bucks, and you learn so much. Now, I'm reading this awesome book called Built to Serve. Find your purpose and become the leader you were born to be. And one of my new friends, really smart guy, really great guy who serves a lot of people, Evan Carmichael, wrote it. And I'm going to read a little bit from chapter number 1. And I love this piece. And maybe it's because I just watched the series on TV on Michael Jordan, The Last Dance, which is really great, by the way, also. But one of the things he says here is everybody has Michael Jordan talent at something. Everybody has a Michael Jordan talent at something. You just haven't found it yet. Or you have and you don't believe in yourself enough to go all in. To go all in, right? And you're a genius. I believe you're a genius. And so does he. You're amazing. You are not meant to live a photocopy of someone else's life. You were not created to wake up and do work that is below your capabilities. You have Michael Jordan level talent at something, and you need to uncover exactly what your purpose is and how you can serve and use the serve. So lots of pearls and gems and motivational pieces. Pick up Built to Serve. Evan Carmichael, Rising Star. If you can self-observe, then you can turn it outwards. But it all starts with being self-observing, awareness of when I'm uncomfortable, how do I respond? When I'm doubtful, how do I feel? When I've got negative self-talk going on, what's going on? When I'm procrastinating, what am I fearful of? Most procrastination, by the way, is done because of low self-esteem. If you knew how to get something done, you could do it highly effectively and on time, and you were loving it, you'd do it. But most people procrastinate because they feel doubtful. They don't have all the information. They're procrastinating because they're worried that if they don't do it perfectly, somebody's going to judge them. Cognitive priming, right? So what's cognitive?
Dicen que en la cintura llevo amarrada una tira roja para que me dé fuego cuando la muevo y cuando se moja. Ven que yo te la dejo con un poquito de magia gitana. Te levantas en la mañana y bailas como te dé la gana. Un poquito pa' mí, un poquito pa' ti. Raquetete, raquetete. Ole, ole con ole y ole. La rumba de mil colores. Esto es santo remedio pa' que te quite todos los dolores. Ole con ole y ole. La rumba de mil colores. Esto es santo remedio pa' que te quite todos los dolores. Todos quieren mi rumba, cajón en mano y voy pa' la esquina. Mira si esto se pega, que aquí lo baila hasta la vecina. Baja que con mi canto tú sabes bien que yo te camelo. Ahora ponte la tinta roja, baila conmigo y suéltate el pelo. Un poquito pa' mí, un poquito pa' ti. Raquetete, raquetete. Ole, ole con ole y ole. La rumba de mil colores. Esto es santo remedio pa' que te quite todos los dolores. Ole con ole y ole. La rumba de mil colores. Esto es santo remedio pa' que te quite todos los dolores. Ole con ole y ole. La rumba de mil colores. Esto es santo remedio pa' que te quite todos los dolores. Ole con ole y ole. La rumba de mil colores. Esto es santo remedio pa' que te quite todos los dolores.
Legs crossed, back straight, eyes closed. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feeling that power you have, your determination to control your breathing. let's use that same power, that same determination to see in our minds the image, the visions that we want to create today in our lives. See ourselves doing the best we can on all of the stretches and exercises we do together here and now. Let's use that power we have, our true being, our presence, our determination to see in our mind right now, go into the future. Think about what you want to make real. Bring it to the present. That music goes off. All right, good morning, determination. How's everyone doing today? Another beautiful day here, outdoors. If you're indoors, wherever you are, let's go, everybody. Here we go. Another wonderful moment together. Another great day in the gym of life. Gym of life never ends. So here we go. We're going to start when I say go. We're going to start jogging on the spot, doing the best jog we can, best jog we've ever done, or we can simply walk on the spot. So depending on how much space you have, we should be able to do this within the space that we have. So here we go. Ready, everybody? When I say go, your best jog ever. Ready? And go. Still focused on our breathing. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Feeling the joy of you commanding your body. Remember, you're the boss of your mind. Your mind is the boss of your body. Almost there. Let's go, everybody. Keep going. Feel the power of our heart starting to beat a little bit faster. Our breathing becoming a little bit more difficult. But feel our power still controlling our breathing. And stop. All right, back to our best walk, either side to side, or simply walking on the spot. But focused on our breathing. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Oh wow, what a day. What another pristine, perfect day. Enjoy every moment, wherever you are. Enjoy this. Enjoy your power, your gift. To always work on your mind and your body. Always in the gym of life. Okay, everybody, let's start with our 10 shoulder rolls forward. Here we go. Ready? And go. Feel the joy of you rolling your shoulders forward. Being able to do that. And backwards. All the way up and around. As high as you can towards your ears. All the way around. Let's do 10. And stop. Let's do arm circles forward. Big arm circles. 10 forward. Alright, now let's go backwards. Again, just feel the joy of you controlling your body to move through space. All through the power and control of your own determination. side stretch. 5 on each side. All right, and let's do twists again. 5 on each side. Feet flat on the floor. Really think about what you're doing. Really enjoy being in this moment here, right now. The power of your presence. All right, everyone, and let's reach for the ceiling on our toes or reach for the sky, wherever you are. Here we go. Holding it for 10 seconds. And now reach for your toes, straight knees. Again, feel the joy and the striving. Reaching for your toes, even if you can't touch them yet. Always yet. All the time. Very good. And come on back up. Okay, let's work on our balance. Grab one leg and find your balance. Bend the other knee if you have to. Hold it for 10. Pull that leg back. Feel the power of you finding your balance in this moment. Hold it. And switch to the leg. And bend that knee. Imagine you've got roots going under your feet, going through the ground. You're immovable. See it in your mind right now. Excellent. All right, and let's hug our knee this time. Bend the other knee if you have to. Big hug. And find that balance again. Hold it for 10 seconds. Lose your balance, you get it right back. Feel your mind controlling your body. Feel you controlling your mind. Right? And switch to the side. Have balance, bend that other knee, and bring that leg up all the way up. Excellent, everyone. Let's do 5 push-ups together. Here we go. That's 5 push-ups. If you got to keep your knees down, go ahead. Whatever you do your best. 5 sit-ups. What a moment. All right, and let's do 5 squats. Our best 5 squats. Here we go. Feet flat on the floor. Straight ahead, bending the knees all the way down, all the way up. All right, let's do lunges now. 3 on each side. Best lunges. Turn that back straight if you can, looking straight ahead. Excellent. All right, let's do 10-second plank. Belly's knees off the ground. Always thinking about our bringing ourselves back to our presence, our being. Okay, and let's sit down and reach for our toes, everybody. Here we go. Ready? Straight knees or reaching for your toes. Do the best we can. Always working on it, motivating our mind. Because we know our bodies will follow. And V shape with our legs, reaching for the floor as far away from our body as we can. Holding it there. And reach for one side, hold it there. Again, feel the joy of reaching, striving, doing your best. Even if you aren't able to reach where you want to be yet. And switch to the other side. Feel the power of you winning right now. Control of you. All right, and let's put our feet together and gently push our knees down with our elbows. Here we go. Hold it there for 10. Feel the power of infinite intelligence in you being always right now. Okay, one leg forward, one leg back. Go as far back as you can. Keep that knee on the ground. Put that knee down. Make sure you're not hurting yourself. You should just feel it pull, not any pain. Okay, and switch the other side. Alright, and let's roll onto our belly and push the ground or the floor and look up at the ceiling or the sky, wherever we are. Here we go, cobra stretch. Hold it there for 10. Feel the power of your being right here, right now. Okay, and legs crossed again, back straight, eyes closed. Breathing in through our noses and out through our mouths. Here we go. Going into the future, into our imagination right now. Seeing what we want to do our best on today when that music goes on. For me, I'm going to be working on 2 exercises. One is lunges, as many lunges as I can do within the first song. And the second song, as many sit-ups as I can do until that song's over. So what about you? See it in your mind right now. You can play 2 of your own songs. You can listen to the songs I have. But choose your own exercises. If you don't like the ones I'm doing, it doesn't matter. Whatever you're doing, whatever you want to do, whatever movement you want to do safely, effectively, see it in your mind right now before you bring it out into the world. You've got determination. You were born to win. To bring out all your visions, all your positive visions of yourself, of people, of the world. The way we do our best on these exercises when that music goes on is an expression, a reflection of the way we do our best at everything. Gym of life. Alright, here we go, determination. Lunges for me. You can follow if you want, or you can do whatever it is you want to do. Your squats, sit-ups, a dance movement, jumping jacks, whatever exercise you want to do. Here I go. Ready? All the time, trying to maintain good technique, good form. Best we can, always. Just feeling the joy, moving our bodies, doing our best. That's winning. We're born to do that, no matter what. It's like to put the arms out too, instead of just forward to the side. Change it up. Whatever you're doing right now, keep going. Remember your breathing. Don't forget your breathing. I love it. This is the best. This moment is the best. Wherever you are, wherever you go, you get to always work on being your best at whatever you're doing. And that starts with our determination. Controlling our mind, no matter what. No matter how tired, how much discomfort we feel, power.
Mobile just sent me this solar wireless battery.
Getting rid of that commercial for a second.
I really like the build. It's got handgrips on the side. It's sharp.
over. Every moment counts. You're doing lunges with me right now. I'm proud of you. You're up. Keep going. As it gets harder, we work. How powerful we are. We have that determination, that choice, that winning choice. Keep going. Song's not over. Keep going. Your music, that stuff's inside you. For me, it's determination, and I know we got it all in all of us. So I use it every day. Let's go. You're using it now. Keep going. Music's still playing. Our music's still going. All right, next song. Proud of my effort. Proud of you. If you haven't given up, keep going. All right, sit up for me. Here we go. Always control your breathing. Bring it back to that. See the fact that you can still control your breathing. Even when your body wants to breathe faster, that's more proof of your determination. You got it in you all the time, no matter what. You can apply this, you can use this energy, whatever you're doing, wherever you are. The way you talk, the way you behave, the way you read, write, the way you're kind and loving, use determination. Use your power to be positive and never give up. Just like we're doing right now. On these exercises, on these sit-ups. We're not giving up. No matter how hard it's getting. See, we know the truth. If we do what is easy, we give up. Our life will be hard. But if we do what is hard, we never give up. Our life will be easy. So we gotta remember that all the time. That's the power of our determination. Controlling our mind. Motivating the mind so the body will follow. Keep going, determination. So proud of you wherever you are. Because you are who you are. Striving to be better all the time. You are infinite intelligence. We are double R. Infinitely intelligent. Powerful beyond measure. We don't choose to lose. We determine and win. Still with me? Keep going. I love you. So proud of you. Keep going. Even if you stop. Get back up at it again. Keep. This is the way you're gonna live. Even if you stop, even if you get tired, even if you make mistakes, you're gonna learn You're gonna get information. And you're gonna eventually win. How powerful you are. That's why I love you and all of us. No matter what. Oh, long song, that's okay, that's good. Love it, keep going. Our body will rest and recover. Almost there. Keep going, everybody, keep going. Oh, well done. So proud of you. Feel that? Feel that power? That oneness of us controlling our breathing and our minds? Right here, right now? No matter how hard our movements, exercises were today, no matter how much our body tried to take control of our minds, feel that? That's you. The real you. That's our consciousness. Our being awake fully. To control our minds, to control our breathing, to control our bodies, to control our lives. It's all possible through the power of you being present, staying in the now, right here, right now, wherever you are, wherever you are. There is no past and future right now. There's only the present, the gift that is you. The being that is you, which makes everything else possible. So right here, right now, is just pure presence, pure happiness, pure winning, pure essence, pure determination of who and what we really are. With this power, this peace, right here in this moment, right now, we can always have all the mind health, and even greater, the mind wealth we were built for. I love your determination. Great work today. I'm so proud of you. Wherever you are, take the power of this time we had together, apply it to everything in your life. Doesn't matter whether we're in school, at work, wherever we are. The gym of life never ends. And life is the greatest teacher. That's why I love you and everything and all the infinite intelligence around us. It's life. It's always here. You're always learning, always growing. I love your determination. Have a great day, week, and life always. Until next time.
Welcome to Best Life 30, your 30-day journey to creating the best life possible for yourself. You can just watch this video, or if you want to sign up for the entire series for free and get the companion bonus worksheets that go with this video, check the link in the description below. All right, so today is day 16, and we're going to learn how to create an amazing morning routine.
Every morning in SEAL training, my instructors, who at the time were all Vietnam veterans, would show up in my barracks room, and the first thing they'd do was inspect my bed. If you did it right, the corners would be square, the covers would be pulled tight, the pillow centered just under the headboard, and the extra blanket folded neatly at the foot of the rack. It was a simple task, mundane at best, but every morning we were required to make our bed to perfection. It seemed a little ridiculous at the time, particularly in light of the fact that we were aspiring to be real warriors, tough, battle-hardened SEALs. But the wisdom of this simple act has been proven to me many times over. If you make your bed every morning, you will have accomplished the first task of the day. It will give you a small sense of pride, and it will encourage you to do another task, and another, and another. And by the end of the day, that one task completed will have turned into many tasks completed. Making your bed will also reinforce the fact that the little things in life matter. If you can't do the little things right, you'll never be able to do the big things right. And if by chance you have a miserable day, you will come home to a bed that is made, that you made. And a made bed gives you encouragement that tomorrow will be better. So if you want to change the world, start off by making your bed.
There's a reason why the visionary founder of Starbucks, Howard Schultz, rises before the sun. There's a reason why Michelle Obama rises very early. There's a reason why Tim Cook, who's leading Apple, gets up before the dawn. First of all, the hours between 4 and 6 are the time of least distraction in this age of dramatic interruption. Number 2, the hours before the sun rises is the period where your brain is most available to your primary creativity. So while you're sleeping, your brain actually washes itself, but also it lets go of the residue of the previous day while you are resting and while you are recovering. When you wake up, your thinking is fresh, your creativity is most pristine, you are most available to access your gifts and your talents. So those are some of the reasons why I encourage you to get up early. You might say, Robin, well, I'm not an early riser. I can't put mind over mattress. I can't win the battle of the bed. Grandma never got up early. Dad couldn't get up early. I guess I'm not the kind of person who can rise before the sun. And what I would suggest to you is simply this. What science confirms, and in particular the data of University College London, you do any new habit, practice it for 66 days, and you will arrive at the place of automaticity. In other words, it'll be easier to run the new habit than not to. 66 days of rising at 5 a.m. will get you to a place where it's easier to get up at 5 a.m. than not to get up at 5 a.m. You'll reach a place of automaticity. In my book, The 5 a.m. Club, I say all change is hard at first, and it's messy in the middle, and it's gorgeous at the end. I'll repeat that again because it's so important. All change is hard at first, messy in the middle, and it's gorgeous at the end. In the book, there's a chapter on the habit installation process that actually explains the 3 phases every habit goes through before you wire it into the place where it's automatic. Number 1, destruction. Number 2, integration. And number 3, implementation. Really important to remember that. So you can get up early. You can install habits. As a matter of fact, neuroplasticity, which is the phenomenon that speaks to the fact the brain is like a muscle. The more you flex it and push it, the more it's going to grow. You have that gift. It's not just for Federer and Serena Williams and Oprah Winfrey and Shakespeare and Jean-Michel Basquiat and Steve Jobs and Elon Musk. You have a brain that has the capability to grow and adapt. What is the 20-20-20 formula that lies at the core of the 5 a.m. club method? Well, the first 20 minutes, move, sweat. You'll release BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which will increase the neural connections of your brain, as well as repair brain cells damaged by stress, and also promote neurogenesis, which is the formation of new brain cells. I know this is a lot of information, but I want to give you great content in this video. Exercising for 20 minutes first thing in the morning from 5 to 5:20, the first part of the 20-20-20 formula, releases dopamine, which is the inspirational neurotransmitter. How valuable is that for your creativity and productivity for the rest of the day? Cortisol, the fear hormone, is highest first thing in the morning. Exercising will reduce it. Serotonin is released, so you'll feel happier. Now it's 5:20, you're full of energy, you've optimized your cognition, your focus is increasing. It's only 5:20, the rest of the world is asleep. Just imagine that advantage you already have. Second pocket of the 20-20-20 formula is all about reflection. We live in a world where people don't reflect anymore. A lot of people are busy being busy, but what's the point of being busy around the wrong things? So for 20 minutes from 5:20 to 5:40, you reflect, you pray or write in a journal, you meditate, you can visualize, you can script out a blueprint for a great day ahead, which habit researchers call a pre-commitment strategy, which actually increases your willpower and your ability to get your most important priorities done. Okay, now it's 5:40, from 5:40 to 6 o'clock. This is the final 20-minute pocket of the 20-20-20 formula. The first pocket was about move, the second is reflect, and the third is grow. I've coached billionaires and CEOs and NBA superstars and members of royalty for over 20 years. Here's what I've realized when I work with the best of the best. They love to learn. They love to grow. They don't see investing in yourself or investing in your skills or investing in your growth a cost. They think about the value received. I call it the 2x, 3x mindset, to double your income and your impact, triple your investment in two core areas, your personal mastery and your professional capability. So for 20 minutes, what do? You listen to a podcast, you review your journal notes, you read a book, you watch a valuable video, you just do something, you read an autobiography, you do something to grow your capacities and materialize more of the potential you have been born into. And now it's 6 o'clock. You've optimized your mindset, you've purified your heart set, you've calibrated your health set, you've escalated your soul set, you feel fundamentally different. In the 5 a.m. Club, there's another model called the 4 Habits of History Makers, and one of the elements is day stacking. The whole idea is simply this: get your mornings right. Your days are going to be fundamentally more energetic, creative, productive, and high impact. And a great week is nothing more than a series of great days, and a great month is the same thing, and a great quarter is just a series of well-lived weeks. And it just continues, and it creates this upward spiral of success just by getting from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. your victory hour to world class every morning. Consistency really is the mother of mastery, and own your morning. You're really going to elevate your life.
You must come up with a morning routine that you do every single morning, or at least more mornings than not, that puts you in control of yourself and in control of your day. This is what I do, and I cannot explain the power that I get from starting my day off and being bigger than my excuses and being in control. First and foremost, wake up on time. When that alarm goes off, get your butt out of bed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Why is that important for persistence? The reason why is because the first decision that you're making of the day is to actually get up and get moving. That means you are persistently bigger than your excuses. You are persistently bigger than feeling lazy. And you are persistently beating the feelings that typically stop you. The second thing that I want you to do, before you look at your email, before you answer your phone, before you start surfing Vox and Vice and BuzzFeed and, Teamstream and checking out the sales on Zappos and looking at your Facebook newsfeed, before you pick up the damn phone, please, please, please figure out your 2 priorities for the day. These are the things that matter to you, whether it's saving money and making sure you're focused on that, or showing up at work and being a contributor, or whether it's changing how you treat your spouse or your kids or the person that you're with, or heck, getting to the gym because you said you would. Whatever it is that your 2 priorities are, put them in your head before you pick up the phone. Why? The reason why is because of persistence. The reason why is because I want you to have a good day. Do you know what makes for a bad day? What makes for a bad day is snoozing, starting your day off late, starting your day off tired, starting your day off by mainlining everybody else's news feed on social media and looking at everybody else's life and saying to yourself, oh my God, they're on vacation, or gosh, they look so great, or their friends are so fancy, or my gosh, they've got so money. You start off your day looking at that, you're never going to have a good day. You got to start off your day by getting up on time, figuring out your priorities, and then getting to work on them. Do not pick up your phone until you have done those 2 things. I think the single biggest reason why people have bad days is because they start them off by looking around at everybody else and seeing what they're doing, instead of having the focus and the discipline to actually start your day off with you in control and with your priorities front and center. So, you want a bonus round? Exercise every day. That's right. Get up on time, figure out your priorities, and exercise. You do those 3 things, you'll be kicking ass every single day.
My very first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is I want to get my head right. I do this thing called priming. Now, some people get up in the morning and they meditate, and I think meditation is wonderful, but I haven't met many people that can not think thoughts. This is a different outcome. This is about priming yourself. It's about putting yourself in the state where your mind and body will respond accordingly. We'll do 3 steps. It's really simple, over 10 minutes. So why don't you sit down and I'll guide you through it. So just get really comfortable. You want to be sitting up. Is that back enough for you to be able to relax?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, cool. And then the first thing you're going to do is your hands are going to come up as you take the breath in, and then you're going to explode out the nose down. Explosive. That's it. Good. That's it. Keep going. 2 more. Good. Now relax. Keep your eyes closed. Have your hands open if you would on your lap, face up like that. Just feel whatever you feel. Just take it in. And you don't even have to respond to me anymore. You just enjoy it and take it in. And now just let your body relax deeply. And I'd like you to begin to think of a moment in your life you could feel really grateful for if you wanted to. It could be something little, Rich, or it could be something big. It doesn't matter. It could be from your childhood or this week. It doesn't matter. Do your best to remember it and then step into it as if you were there, kind of like stepping in your body and seeing what you saw then through your own eyes, hearing what you heard then, feeling what you felt then. Just savor it. Maximize that sense of appreciation or enjoyment or gratitude. Enjoy it, feel it, fill up with it. And now we're going to shift to the last piece, really simple. All you're going to do is focus on 3 things, one at a time, that you want to accomplish. 3 things you want to achieve. Live it and feel it and experience it. How was that? Yeah, what'd you feel?
Feels calming. Refreshing.
Yeah.
It's good to like escape, dive myself.
Yeah.
Basically.
There's 2 worlds to master, the external world and the internal world. They both have to be mastered, but if you master the external world, a la, Robin Williams, but you don't master the internal world, there's a big price. This is the one to master first, and so I start my day by making that, so I have this base to do it. I'm going to live from gratitude today. I'm going to live from blessing. I want to be a blessing in people's life today. I'm going to get stronger today, and I'm going to achieve what I'm here committed to do. And the whole thing, we did that one in a little less than 10 minutes to give you an idea.
No one can live without a routine. You just forget that. If you guys don't have a routine, I would recommend, you get one going, because you cannot be mentally healthy without a routine. You need to pick a time to get up. Whatever time you want, but pick one and stick to it, because otherwise you dysregulate your circadian rhythms and they regulate your mood. and eat something in the morning. I've had lots of clients who've had anxiety disorders. I had one client who was literally starving. Very smart girl. There was very little that she liked. She kind of tried to subsist on like half a cup of rice a day. She came to me and said, I have no energy. I come home, all I want to do is watch the same movie over and over. What, like, is that weird? And I thought, well, it depends on how hard you work. You know, it's a little weird, but whatever. It's familiar. You're looking for comfort. So I did an analysis of her diet. It's like 3/4 of a cup of rice. It's like, you're starving. Eat something. You know, you'll feel better. So she modified her diet and all her anxiety went away and she had some energy. It's like, yeah, you gotta eat. So a schedule, that's a good thing, man. Your brain will thank you for it. It will stabilize your nervous system. With a bit of a plan, that's a good thing.
The first 60 minutes or so